Anyone in the audience have any questions? The lovely lady on the bottom row on the left-hand corner there.
I'd like to ask Josie.
Yes.
First, I think it's great that you're so out in support of other people. I really applaud you for that.
Thank you.
I know a lot of youth who are afraid to come out as trans, you know,
Right.
they don't know where to go with it, they don't know what to say. Like, what would you say to the youth that are afraid to go through with it, even though they know they're?
It's that the first thing is that it's the roughest time is the start, and those are the ones that I feel the most for the people just starting out. I say at my group that I hold every month that, you know, those are the people that have the hardest time because there's all so much unknown. Like, I mean, you know, a year into my transition, it was kind of like, okay, well, you know, I'll get teased or made fun of for this, or, you know, somebody will say something mean to me, but the thing is that I still wake up and I see this every day. You know, it's hard to envision yourself. You know you're supposed to be in the right body, but the body you're looking at looks nothing like it. And I try not to assume the experiences of trans men per se, but I know for trans women, I was, well, in my personal life was that I grew up, what would you call it, I guess, I grew up guy, or alpha male, and, you know, like I was, as I've heard people call it, they call it mystified about feminine mystification, and it was just basically, I knew nothing about women, which is funny. How could I be transsexual if I don't know anything about it? I never had pink dolls. I had no sisters growing up either, and I think that's the hardest part, like you say, at the start, to get to that part where it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna look okay. You know, if I do want to take hormones and take that, you know, the hormones will change you. Your mind will change you. You will be that person, and that, and I guess the second thing is call Jen, call me, send them my way. I would rather spend, you know, a couple of dollars on a phone call and see somebody say, well, I got the information I need, I can go on from here, than to, you know, have somebody bury it, because I mean, I don't want to speak for Jen, but I know on myself, this tried to bubble up out of the surface a few times on me, no idea it was there, ignored it. Did not understand what was going on. So I mean, like, rather than regress and repress, it's better to deal with it early. And especially at youth, I guess, my last statistic would be that generally people who are, I kind of call it the diamond age, is to get in before you start puberty, because you can block puberty and then transition when you're 18, when you can take the big drugs, right? And then after between 18 and 25 would be your golden years, and those golden years are the ones that, you know, your growth plates haven't fused. You still have a very, very good chance of, like, 5 years from now, nobody's going to know who they wouldn't recognize you. Once you get, I would say, 25, 30, 35, it's going to be a crapshoot. You know, I mean, I've got friends of mine that are in their 60s that started in their late 50s, and there's a whole bunch of, the longer you go, especially for trans women, the harder it will be to transition, the harder it will be for them. So the earlier that they can deal with it, the more support they can get, the better. And I hope that more young people do start doing it sooner and saying, you know, who cares? You know what? I'm still a person. Gosh, I could go on for that again. And what time am I at, Jen? I'm sorry, but I hope that answered your question. Definitely.
Let me just quickly add on to that. info@stjohnspride.org is an email address. You can get in touch there, and we'll point you in the direction of whatever trans resources we're aware of.
Right.
I have no idea when this tape will air and if it'll be re-aired, but that email address will stay live for quite some time.